You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Seven years ago, Disney purchased LucasArts and by proxy Lucasfilm Games. They scrapped such projects like Star Wars 1313 that looked incredible and sold off rights to develop Star Wars games to EA. 2 Battlefront games later, and the reception from those games has been not tremendous. Now, Lucasfilm Games has been posted that they're hiring development staff for the first time in 7 years, just 10 months before EA's contract as a buyout or an opt-out by Disney. With me today to discuss all this is Bruce, Lester, and Mike. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's start off right off the top. What are some of your guys' favorite memories of Lucasfilm Games, the old school Star Wars games, just to establish some baseline for the elderly gentleman in the on the panel? Let's be honest. Bruce, what something that Lucasfilm made that you loved, that you would love to see come back?
My favorite one out of all was Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed 1 and 2, even though some people had problems with 2, but like I just liked both. And like, yes, it was seemed pretty weird to give the main character pretty OP, the way he does like his force, like I don't know what to call that force like push he does. I love that move so much. But I would love to see that remastered, or better yet, like, you know, it was going to be a sequel in development for that one, but it never happened because, you know, Disney came in. That would have made more money too if they did.
Mike, what about you? Well, you're the new guy to the cast today.
I'm the new guy today. I know it's a lame answer, but Star Wars Battlefront, the original, not the EA one. Don't worry. No, the original Star Wars Battlefront. I would love a remaster of that. That game for me was. I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm pretty sure that was the first real video game that I ever played. And I'm pretty sure from there I went backwards to like Nintendo 64 and that. But like Battlefront was the first for me. So like Battlefront, Battlefront 2, also Lego Star Wars.
All good answers.
All good answers. Love to see those.
Lester, what do you got here?
Oh man, thanks for saying I was old. But
I mean, let's be honest, we're old. Let's be honest. Compared to these two guys, we're pretty old.
I mean, of course, Battlefront Force Unleashed 1 was good. I don't agree with the second one. I'm sorry, man. But a great game that I would love to see like come back that I really, really enjoyed what the franchise did well with was Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, to get remasters of that. Or if we could also get a remaster of Jedi Outcast, because that play style I feel like was great for where they were going, but then they kind of just shifted to what is more popular.
Yeah.
I wish they kind of just stuck to what they were good at.
And done
you know,
more of that.
EA and...
So, I mean, we have the potential of this new company being revived now. They're hiring development staff. They want people coming in. And from what it sounds like, they want to start making games again. Now, Mike, what would be something that you would like to see them doing? Would you like them to go back to Star Wars and Indiana Jones right away? Or would you like them kind of, they had other games. They had other point-and-click adventure games that they did originally. Would you like to see them do some of that just to kind of like leave EA their space, or do you want them to come in and just take it all right back?
I mean, like, with everything that's going on right now, it's like, what else do you do other than like a battle royale? Like, that's what's in right now, and I don't want to see that from them. So, I don't know. For me, I'd rather just get back to the roots of like a good Star Wars game.
Yeah, well, Bruce, we were all talking before, you know, that we're huge fans of Star Wars, and something that they did abandon was the Old Republic MMO. Would you want them to go back to, like Lester said, the Old Republic mythos and like really develop that more and do another game on that, or pick up where EA kind of left off and try to fix the pieces?
Oh no, leave EA alone. Let's like go back to Old Republic with that one. I remember like, you know, I was, unfortunately, I never did, I mean, I wanted to play the Old Republic games, sorry about that, and then after seeing the cinematic trailers and all that, especially when they can make that to a whole ass movie too, by the way. But yeah, no, I want to see them like go back to the Old Republic history, because all-out battle with Sith and Jedi is like,
it's perfect.
It's perfect.
To see hundreds of Sith and Jedi fight each other is just anyone's dream. Lester, I want to go to you. EA has been making a single-player Star Wars game. They're working on it. They've set a name. Do you want them to even finish at this point, or you just want them to be like, guys, we've given up? Like, because Disney has threatened and has said that they have an option to buy it out and say, look, you're done. Do you want Disney to say you're done?
It's kind of tough, only because, well, Disney makes cartoons, and then, of course, we want something that's much more action-packed or realistic for Star Wars. I would like EA to, you know, do what they did with the other games. If they tanked while producing it, just follow through. We need some form of games because, as Mike was saying, there's a lot of battle royale type things going on. The multiplayer modes of Battlefront 2 are pretty good. They patched it up, and yeah, I just bought it again last week. But, you know, I would like them to finish it, but there's so much excitement for, am I allowed to say the name?
Yeah, oh yeah, they've released
like Star Wars, like Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Like story-wise, really cool, you know, working on character development for that. But it's EA.
So there's always some doubt in what you're going to be getting in return. Yeah. Mike, one more question for you.
Uh-oh.
Star Wars 1313 was the last thing we saw from Lucasfilm Games before it, you know, poop hit the fan, as they say. So what?
Did you say that?
So do you want to see Star Wars 1313 to be kind of revived with modern day graphics? Because the last time we saw it, it looked beautiful, and that was 7 years ago. So do you want to see that game be finished finally?
I mean, the way our buddy Joe put it before, like to have like a Star Wars Grand Theft Auto, should it be that type of game, like that would be sick. Like being in, you know, like the scum part of the galaxy, which was how do you say it? Coruscant. Yeah. That would be really cool, having a game in the heart of there, just like kind of like, you know, having a storyline, but then also having a free play, like some kind of like GTA kind of thing.
Yeah, and I mean,
sweet.
Something else they rumored was like having a Boba Fett style, having that game be about Boba Fett, or having a Darth Maul game. Bruce, would you want to see a character-driven game like that, or just kind of like the Star Wars free-for-all, like you're a random bounty hunter, just go for it?
As interesting as it would be to also roleplay as a bounty hunter, it's also interesting to have like a story in a video game about Boba Fett, because he doesn't have, like, I mean, there's stories about him in the books and the comics, and that should be adapted into a game, and I think that would be like a lot of fun for that.
Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have to talk about this. We can talk about this for days and days, because we all love Star Wars. So we'll do that right after we're done. But hopefully returning Lucasfilm Games can shake up the industry just a little bit, or at least force EA to make a game playable from day one. Something that is totally playable, though, is Lights, Camera, Action, where Matt will be covering us next.